Hey guys, welcome back to Believe It, a Naruto podcast. Watchcast. Cancelcast. We're canceling Naruto.
Never. Take it back.
My name's Katie. I don't know anything about anime. Therefore, I'm qualified to be the host currently and introduce you to the show.
I'm Liam. I'm the resident hater of the anime, of this specific one. I like other ones, but I just fucking hate this ninja bitch.
I don't even know if you do.
I legitimately don't know why we have you on the show at this point.
I'm here to talk, and you're here to listen. Believe it.
I am Duncan. I know a lot about Naruto. I love Naruto. Naruto's been in my life for a decade plus now, with admittedly some breaks in between.
And I'm Dom, your resident weeb who somehow has not seen any Naruto. And I'm loving it. So let's get into it.
Yeah, so this is either episode 2 or 3 of this podcast, depending on how we split it up. Cards on the table, our first recording, we talked about Naruto for a consecutive 90 minutes plus. So we are probably going to split that into 2 episodes, but you never know. In this episode, we are going to be covering Naruto episodes 8, 9, and 10, which mostly covers their battle with Zabuza and the aftermath of it, in which they sort of start to train chakra for the first time.
For the first time. They only
They've been students for a while, but the way that they talk about, like, training energy, it really seems like they did not do shit.
Yeah, it's a whole learning experience.
Yeah.
Anyway.
So we'll make our way there. Episode 8, to begin with, we are picking up where we left off. Kakashi has just landed the first kind of blow of this fight on Zabuza. It is then revealed that he is another water clone, to which I wrote in my notes, why are they ever not fighting with clones? Why would they ever fight with their physical body if they can just keep making more and more clones?
And like, what's the range on those guys? Like,
I mean, you've seen Naruto make literally hundreds of clones.
Unlimited.
So many.
I mean, like, the range, like, could you send one to go get,
you can send them far.
Okay.
I mean, do you want... I actually remember how clones work. I can break it down.
Yeah, let's get it
down.
Tell me how that works.
I'm pretty sure that the way that clones work, if I recall correctly, is that each clone that you make takes like a portion of your chakra. I don't know if they like have it. That seems
they steal it
like a lot.
Yeah.
But you have to like put a set amount of your energy in to form a clone.
Okay.
So the amount that you can make is limited to the amount of chakra that you can have.
So you could just go like halfsies chakra with a clone. And
you could
be
just
twins.
go halfsies.
That's probably why
chakra with
Zabuza's is like such a pimp. Like, he's so strong compared to like even Naruto's just like weird clones.
Yeah, I do think that maybe the more you make, the weaker they get.
But what if you kill a clone?
Yeah, but also
Did you have like a like a Highlander sort of situation where like you just let your clones murder each other and you get
Naruto's clones
pleasure?
have already fought each other in this show.
That's true.
Which
is weird.
Yeah.
Has Naruto been killed by his clone and overtaken?
Yes.
Oh,
that's a spoiler, but yes.
Okay.
Fuck, it happens episode 1.
Holy shit.
As soon as he learns the Shadow Clone Jutsu, it's
over.
Incompetent Naruto gets taken over by good clone Naruto.
That's okay.
So
but what if that was what happened?
So
what if that was just,
That's what Shippuden is. Shadow clone Naruto just like overtakes regular Naruto.
Somehow he's way cooler and like...
And it makes it so much worse when the Shadow Fox comes out of his belly, because it's a Shadow clone.
Shadow Fox comes out of his belly.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's how Naruto ends.
Okay. So...
Episode 8.
Kakashi and Zabuza are fighting. Kakashi gets thrown into some water. He goes, this isn't normal water. This water is thick as hell.
Yeah.
And then he gets captured in like a water prison. That's basically, he's stuck in this water Pokeball. Zabuza has to keep his arm in the ball to like keep Kakashi trapped.
Yeah.
So he's restricted in his movement, but he's got basically the only competent ninja trapped in a prison. And then he makes a water clone to fight the other 3.
How dare you disrespect Sakura like that?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Sorry.
Wow.
The only competent
Okay,
ninja Sakura.
the show is so disrespectful towards Sakura. There's a point where I assume in the Japanese version she speaks and there's a close-up of her face with like her mouth moving. Mm-hmm. In the English dub, they literally don't even bother to give that a line.
Yeah.
So there's just 3 seconds of Sakura opening and closing her mouth with no dialogue.
That was actually her giving Naruto the whole plan. The whole premise of his plan was her that 3 seconds.
She actually just mouthed the words so Naruto could.
It should show you how much this show cares about Sakura, which should inform how much you as a viewer should care about Sakura.
I care deeply. Yeah.
When we talk about episode 10, I'll talk about how much I love Sakura.
Yeah, let's talk about the stills of her face, the cross-eyed stills that we love to see. Let's talk about a lot of the good art.
They are just so disrespectful to it. There is a point where Sasuke and Sakura go to protect the bridge builder, and basically what they do is stand next to each other and cross their arms over each other.
Yeah.
The ultimate defense.
Is a completely useless move. But so, okay. Talking about the fight.
Yeah.
The 3 kids have to actually fight someone for the first time.
Yeah.
Or else they're gonna die.
Sasuke's horny as hell.
Naruto gets owned immediately.
Sasuke's horny as hell.
Sasuke's horny.
Sasuke's being really weird at this point, and it's a continuation of last episode where he's just like, their power is overflowing so much, I think I have to end my life.
Okay.
This power doesn't recede. I'm gonna bust.
And like, okay, so like he's such a
Bust my
bitch because like
life.
2 seconds before, like after that, he's like running away is not an option.
Yeah.
What the fuck? You just were like,
He's not a bitch. No.
No,
he's
but then
he's gonna seppuku because of the raw ninja power.
Yeah.
That's
but then,
not bitch.
But then Kakashi turns to him and it's like, Sasuke,
Snap out of it.
Snap out of it.
And he snaps out of it and it never comes up again.
yeah, he gives. Well, actually, that's really good thing for like Kakashi because he gives him that like award-winning like wink, and you're like, I feel
Which,
like if Liam May was
Kakashi only has one visible eye. Can you call it a wink?
yeah.
it's a perpetual.
Yeah. Well, because he had his headband
winking.
up.
Oh,
He
yeah,
winked
exactly.
with the
With
danger.
the Sharingan eye.
winking.
Yeah, which like don't close that. That's
Danger.
You need that.
Yeah. hey, you're fighting a really tough ninja right now.
Yeah.
A child murder soldier ninja.
So this episode is mostly Naruto getting shit stomped. Like
Yes.
he
Love
gets
to see
owned by Zabuza right away. Zabuza like crushes his headband. Is like, you're not a real ninja. To be a real ninja, you have to kill like 100 kids. At
These
age
are all
6.
fair, accurate descriptions.
We get is this the episode? I think it is, where we get a flashback of Zabuza sort of told by Kakashi, where he's like, yeah, the Hidden Mist Village used to do this thing where to become a ninja, you have to like murder your friend. It's like a 1v1.
Yeah.
2 men enter, 1 man leave. That person gets a headband and they get to be a ninja. But Zabuza like fucked up that test by being just like some 9-year-old kid who rolled up and killed the entire ninja class.
Oops.
Yeah, just
Oops, I
battle
killed so
royale
many.
style killed all the fucking kids.
Yeah. And then they were like, I guess we can't do this test anymore because we're not going to have any ninja left. So he says, you Leaf Village kids are weak shit. You don't know how to kill. Liam's looking like he agrees.
I'm Team Zabuza.
And then Naruto runs up,
Insane.
gets owned again, but does like get his headband back, and that's supposed to be a very dramatic moment. But in reality, he does just run up and get smacked again by Zabuza.
He gets smacked, but then we get the reveal that he only ran up in the first place to grab the headband, which has inspired him with like this newfound gusto.
Yeah,
to
and then
fuck
he
him up.
develops his plan, and just
did.
yells, "Let's go wild!" That's the plan.
Yeah.
is let's go wild.
And then it cuts to commercial, which would have been infuriating, honestly.
If we were watching this on Netflix.
Okay, and as Naruto runs to get the headband and gets the headband, we get a flashback of everything that's happened
of, like,
in
2
7
episodes
episodes.
ago.
Yeah. We get the entirety of what we've already just watched so
Oh, yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah.
I don't
and
know
it's
if
like,
the-
it's like 2 minutes long.
Are the flashbacks going to be a trend, do you think? I don't remember the show as much as I do the comic, and
Yeah.
I don't know if this is going to be a recurring...
because even
Probably.
in like the next episode, they show us flashbacks of like 2 episodes.
That's just
past.
anime, boys.
just
That's just
anime.
anime.
That's just anime.
I was thinking about
That's
that.
anime, shrug.
Because at the beginning of the
That's
episode,
so
they always do,
anime.
like, the last 5 minutes of the last episode.
Yeah.
Like,
And I'm
half
yeah,
of this
I'm an
episode
adult.
is Naruto struggling to stand up.
And like talking, like yelling at his friends as if they can't hear him, because
Yeah.
he did yell like, Sasuke, can you hear me? He's like behind him, like,
And
what?
Zabuza just like T-posing menacingly in front of them.
Yeah. But then he does get his headband back. He puts it on, and he very dramatically exclaims that he is Naruto Uzumaki. He's going to be the next Hokage. Put this in your bingo book.
Yeah. Put this in your bingo book.
yeah,
I'm
I
gonna
mean,
make a bingo book. What
just the
Naruto,
people
What
that you're
is-
gonna
what
kill.
is-
bingo book.
Naruto
I think, I
bingo
think it's just like
books?
ninja that are worth knowing about.
Ninja.
Ninja.
but no. So every bingo book is just about ninja. You need to know about.
I think that the bingo book is exclusive to Zabuza. I think that's just a him thing.
I'm talking in what is a bingo book?
He just loves bingo, dude.
I don't. Why don't you ask Zabuza?
Is it like a fucking kill
the way
list?
that I'm choosing to interpret it is he learns about ninjas, puts them in a grid, and then tries to kill them in a line so that he
I
can
love
get
that.
bingo.
See, this is why
I feel like that's way
I do
too
not.
smart.
That's
That's
so
like,
much.
That makes
You
way too
gotta-
much sense for a one line about a bingo book.
You gotta keep yourself occupied when you're the Mist Village's greatest assassin. So I don't know where these episodes divide. I don't have my notes with me, but 8 and 9 are basically one big fight. So he gets his headband back, and Naruto formulates like a plan to get Kakashi out of this bubble prison.
Yeah.
this watery hell.
It's a dope.
Yeah.
It's a good plan.
It's a good plan. So
Good
he
plan.
makes like 100 shadow clone jutsus. They all just like dive Zabuza. He kills all of them. But Naruto uses the opportunity to turn himself into a shuriken, once again proving that he can turn into things that are not horny if he so chooses, though he rarely does.
Yeah.
And I did make a note that like I wonder if the harem jutsu would have worked on Zabuza.
Yeah. No,
Dude, it has 100% success
It has a
rate
100%
so far.
success rate so
Even
far.
with the Hokage.
Yeah,
The
so-
third Hokage was like, would have
Yeah.
worked on me, man.
Yeah, but you're
So,
not gonna,
like-
you're not gonna use that on bitch ass fucking Zabuza. He's not even. He's not even.
bitch ass Zabuza.
He's not-
You love
I thought you were
Zabuza.
Team Zabuza.
What
Listen,
do you
I'm all
like?
over the fucking map. I'm crazy. You don't need to know who I'm on, whose team I'm on. You know.
Liam's had half of
Whose
one
team
beer.
are- yeah,
and he's
whose
ready
team
to
are you
fucking
on?
tussle.
Listen, teammate.
Okay.
Okay. Fair enough.
Good. Fine answer. A
So
fine answer.
he turns himself into a shuriken, throws the shuriken to Sasuke. Sasuke once again shows off his excellent ninja prowess by throwing
Whipping
two
him.
huge shuriken, one in the shadow of the other. So it's like a triple pronged attack. Where Zabuza catches the first shuriken, and then it's like, surprise, bitch, there was a second shuriken.
Yeah.
He
Surprise
dodges
again,
the
bitch.
second shuriken, and then, yeah, surprise once again, bitch, that second
It's a
shuriken
boy.
is Naruto.
It's my boy.
And
and he's got a knife that he's also going to throw at you.
This
That-
was the most hype moment of Naruto so far.
Yeah.
This
Yeah.
completely sold me on Naruto as a character who's not useless. It kind of sold me on the show a little bit, and it's just badass. I love it.
it was cool.
really reminds me of the fucking and I got another fucking sword meme. You know what I mean?
Oh, shut up.
It's 100% that because like it's you thought I was done. You
Dude.
thought I didn't have.
If you think that this is a big brain play, I cannot wait for you to be introduced to Shikamaru, because his entire character is just shit like this.
Hell yeah.
It's
love
just
it.
like
I love it.
I'm so
ninth
excited.
level.
I feel like I'm on the trajectory of like Kakashi right now because like early before Kakashi's introduced I just hated like Naruto the whole time the entire time and then I feel like I'm slowly warming up to him
Oh god.
but
What did you think about him? Like, doing this?
I
you
thought
like,
it was fucking
"Oh,
cool. I thought
shit."
it was hype.
Did you like when he explained it all in detail?
I hated
Oh,
that.
okay.
No, I hated that.
Okay,
For
so
the 6-year-olds?
We all just peaked.
Did you
So-
like it?
No, I hated that.
So immediately after this happens, or maybe like 10 minutes later, Naruto literally explains this for like 5-year-old babies exactly what just happened. So like
they explained it for Duncan 10 years ago.
You're like coming off.
that I gave, but like 3 times as long somehow.
Yeah, so you're like coming off the high of this like one dope moment of Naruto, and then like
And
he
he just
literally
breaks it
just
down.
explains
And he-
it with like diagrams of like the shuriken floating through space.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like it's real bad.
He hunters like explained it for Duncan 10, 15 years ago.
I was like 13 when I started. I
Yeah.
understood what happened. I did not need this. I don't know what the demographic is, because
it's a show with like blood and stuff. Like, are
Yeah.
this
kids
show is
watching
targeted
it?
towards like young teen boys. I'm pretty sure I was in the demographic when I started watching it. So like I don't know what the fuck
Like,
this
yeah.
was
And
meant
I-
to accomplish.
You don't
And I-
need to break down your whole fucking plan in the same show, in the same,
Same
episode,
episode.
that you've been like, yeah, this dude just killed 100 children.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That's just
Anyway,
not like
moving
And like
necessary.
this doesn't happen in the manga either, so it's like why? Why?
Well, that's that.
Did they just need like time to fill? I don't know.
Reeks of like
might be.
like producer meddling, like just being like,
Yeah.
they might not know. It might not be cool.
Man.
No anime's ever done a throw your main protagonist as a weapon before, so we need to
Actually,
we need to break
Actually-
down.
Throw your main protagonist as a weapon, Gambit.
Probably not.
Probably not.
I mean, maybe.
Dom, we're
Let's
looking
go.
good.
I'm
We're looking for our
trying to
anime
think.
encyclopedia right now.
I think it may be the first throw your.
Dom's just opened a file folder.
So this move frees Zabuza and is the first competent thing that...
No.
Or no, frees
Fuck
Kakashi.
Zabuza.
Sorry.
Don't get
Fuck
free.
Zabuza. Cuts Zabuza in the face, frees Kakashi. First competent thing that Naruto does in the show.
Yeah.
Believe it. And then Kakashi and Zabuza like resume their fight. We see Kakashi do his copy ninja stuff, which is basically just like an acting exercise where he mirrors.
Ooh,
Oh,
yeah.
that was so
That,
weird.
It was-
that sucked and it went
was
on for
kinda
so
weird.
long.
It went on
was
for
kinda
so long
cringe.
where they were just showing like a shitload of hand signs. It's the longest jutsu maybe in the entire show.
Well,
Most of them are like 3 or
Great.
4 hand signs that you do really fast. This
Yeah.
one was like
Do they-
12 fully fleshed out.
It's a really
Do they say
complex
words
one.
too, though?
They say like
they say
ox,
words.
tiger, like they say the names of the signs as they're doing them.
I love that. It's, you know what, it makes me so happy that I get to experience more of that.
Well, oh no, they don't always do that.
They don't. Well, just they don't always say ox.
No.
moon.
Like usually jutsu is like super fast.
Okay.
Yeah, well, like we
You just-
saw,
you just
See,
hype me
yeah,
up.
when
we saw like
does
Sasuke
it-
do his fire one. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Sasuke does it like quick and dope. No
Yeah.
questions
Yeah, because
asked.
Sasuke's quick and dope.
So
Zabuza's a little
they
bitch.
take a million
How dare
years to
you,
cast these
twice.
jutsus, and then Kakashi uses his copy power with the Sharingan to
Yeah.
copy a water dragon that Zabuza summons. They immediately smash into each other and disappear.
Then they do
and
it
then,
again.
And
Yeah.
then they're like fighting kunai versus 9-foot sword, and then they do it again.
Then they do it again.
And then
They
and
do it
then
again.
and then Kakashi does the Chad play of just using his major move and just winning.
beats him to it. Yeah, yeah.
My
Well,
main
he
question is
outspeeds
Zabuza.
Zabuza on the jutsu Zabuza was supposed to use.
How do
which
you not-
Zabuza's like impossible.
How do you not lead with that? Like, if there's like a guy who's like the copy ninja, just take the whole area out with a typhoon. If you had that ability, why didn't you lead with that when you were invisible?
Well, I mean, the water dragon might have also done that if it
Yeah,
didn't
any
disappear
of these
right away.
like S tier moves that he had just saved up, I don't.
You're asking
Bro, you
why
don't.
in an anime the villain doesn't open with their strongest move.
Yeah, you don't
Yeah,
lead with
absolutely.
the.
I think this is a discussion with anime, not with Naruto.
Okay, anime. Let's talk. Let's have a real intimate moment. Right now.
Anime,
Dear
call,
anime.
anime,
Come on,
call
what's
me.
going
So,
on?
watching this fight, I was like, this is hype as hell. Talking through it, the beats of this fight kind of suck.
Oh yeah, but it is.
But it is hype.
It is hype.
Yeah.
Like, don't get me wrong, we are shitting on this. I was so hyped for
Yeah, it
episode
was,
8 and 9.
Like edge of my
I love
seat,
this shit.
glued to the screen.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't translate, I guess, when you're breaking down the beats of them using a bunch of hand signs and then
Yeah.
one shot winning the fight.
Also,
So-
really weird was the psychology of Zabuza in this fight, because he really does get into like this weird, like, he's copying my moves
Oh, yeah.
before me. Am I real? Who's that behind him? Is that me? Is he me? Like,
and
he just like starts
Kakashi starts like
losing it.
finishing his thoughts. He's like, "It makes me," and Kakashi's like furious, doesn't it? Which I'm not.
He was just
I
saying
don't-
shit like makes me horny. He's like, no, dude,
I
no.
don't think that's a part of the Sharingan. I don't think mind reading is an element of it. I think
could not
Kakashi was just
tell you.
mind gaming the shit out of him.
100%. But like, yeah,
I don't recall that being like a recurring thing that a Sharingan user can do.
Maybe
so I'm
this is
pretty
like-
sure Kakashi was just dunking on him.
yeah.
Like, maybe this is before like the Sharingan actually had like a fleshed out ability set.
Maybe.
So it's just like
I'm
the
choosing to
author
believe that
just
Kakashi
kinda-
was just absolutely
kinda
flexing
memeing.
on
Oh,
this
he's just
guy.
memeing on this
Yeah.
dude? Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
King Kakashi would flex on
He-
a fucking
he really
like a
would.
high
Yeah,
level.
he's like,
assassin.
listen, I've done this 1,000 times. I know the reaction when I copy someone's jutsu. It's always the same.
So are we also, are we also supposed to believe that just Kakashi knew the fucking typhoon, like the type?
Oh yeah.
I don't know. I don't
Believe
know what the logistics of that is supposed to be because
Yeah.
he beats Zabuza to the punch.
They do make
Mm-hmm.
a point saying like this guy knows like 1,000 jutsus, dude.
Yeah, he might have just
Copied it from someone
Known it
else.
before.
Kept
Who
it in
knows?
his ninja bingo book.
Or just like, yeah, kind of just beat him to the punch on a jutsu that he knew already or something like that. I don't know.
I'm not too fussed about it. He beats Zabuza and he's about to kill him, and then this is the appearance of a new character, Haku,
Yeah.
who's this boy wearing a mask who throws 2 needles into Zabuza's neck and is like, "Oh, thanks for your help, guys. I've been tracking this rogue ninja for a long time. I'm from the village hidden in the mist. It was my job to kill him because he went rogue. You guys have saved me a lot of trouble. Thank you so much. I'm going to just take this body and dispose of it. See you around." Well, actually, first, Naruto rages out, and he's like, "A kid who's stronger than me? It's not possible."
Oh, yeah, I hated that.
And it's
so
like, you're
much.
pathetic. What do you mean not possible?
Yeah.
Like, you are...
You were like,
Every kid is stronger than
And
you. Have
Kakashi
you met
does
Sasuke?
immediately end that train of thought with some like wisdom, being like, "Naruto, this isn't the first time, this isn't the last time. You're gonna see kids younger than you that are stronger than me." And then like gives him the
He also-
Kakashi nod.
He also owns him by being like, "Well, whether you want to believe it or not,
It
this
happened?" Which was so
Yep.
sick.
I mean, like, and that's just my main fucking dislikes about, like, that's my whole thing with, like, Naruto. He just thinks he's the best. He's like, you haven't done jack and or shit.
It's not justified yet, for sure.
So,
But he gets mad, and then he accepts it, and then Haku dips with Zabuza's body.
So when we're introduced to Haku, the whole time they're being like, "Oh, this tiny boy, this young boy, blah, blah, blah." And he's masked. So you really think that they're going for like this typical like anime thing where like the masked mysterious boy is like a girl. And I thought that's what they were doing,
Yeah.
but it really
Totally.
seems like Haku is just a boy.
Haku is... I remember,
Does it
I remember
DQ
reading this
out?
at first and thinking it was a girl. Haku is just a beautiful boy.
Haku's a beautiful
Yes,
boy.
because I
Pizza's
read it
beautiful
too,
little
and I
man.
assumed Haku was a girl for
Yeah.
my entire life. And it turns out he is just a boy.
He's just a very pretty boy who, like, blushes and smiles at Zabuza all the time.
And has beautiful
Yeah,
painted
and paints
nails.
his
Like
fingernails.
purple fingernails.
Yeah,
Beautiful.
I love it.
As soon as Haku takes the mask off in either this episode or the next one, I started laughing out loud with how much Katie was going to be in love with this character. Because he takes it off and like blushes and smiles and like sparkles are behind him. Like
Yes,
Yeah.
Katie, your thoughts on Haku?
Well,
let's talk the Haku breakdown.
there's not much to say, boys.
Is that an
Duncan
immediate?
pretty much wrapped it up.
Is that immediate number one on the Naruto boy list?
Yeah, as soon as I learned he was a boy, he got on the list.
Just to put him right at the top.
Yeah, like
yeah, where is he? Does he beat out Sasuke? Does he beat out Kakashi?
he cannot beat out Kakashi.
Don't tell her where to put her boys.
I refuse to accept that.
I don't know. I didn't really put a lot of thought into it because, like I said, didn't really know that he was not a girl.
Okay, we'll mull that one over
Chew on that
for
one.
a minute.
I
and
mean, I
see
knew
where
it
you
as
think
of
he falls.
today. I knew it like earlier today.
I also remember in the manga, every time like Haku speaks, it's like punctuated with little like heart emojis too.
Yeah.
Like
So
it's
he's
just like
just a beautiful
he's like
boy.
this
Just a
beautiful like
boy.
effeminate boy.
Okay, yeah, he's top of the list. all right, you got me. He's top of the list. It's the best shit ever.
I was kind of into the idea of like the tracker ninjas, like the bounty hunter
The
ninjas. Yeah. And how they like eat bodies, just chop them up like immediately. How much focus was put in that? I was like, oh, that's kind of fucking like scary. Like you fuck up, you have boys come chase you
Yeah,
down.
just with that like little like nightmarish visual that
So
they had going
is the
on.
implication
I am
there
not
like
watching the same show as you guys. We are getting very.
And then just zoned out for 8 straight minutes.
We are getting
was just
very,
looking at Haku on Google Images.
We are getting very different experiences out of Naruto.
No, there's like a quick little like flashback where Haku is explaining these like weird like ninja hunters.
They're-
and, like
they're-
Yeah,
it's pretty quick. It's
believe
brief.
you.
It's brief.
I believe
I
it.
believe it.
You
So
believe
what
it.
are you saying the
didn't-
implication is then?
Well, it's just like because like we have to take out his chakras. You're like that's a thing that you've built up, or like
So, yes, this is something that they discuss in episode 10, that chakra is like the energy that ninja use to use their powers. And it's something that's inside of you, but that you have to kind of train to unleash with, like Kakashi says, like body and spirit. So each village has like signature moves and shit, right? And I guess the implication is that if you were to dissect a high-level ninja of another village, you would like maybe be able to reverse engineer some of their chakra shit and like find out their secret jutsu.
is this ever a plot
Ugh.
point again?
I don't
Ugh.
believe so.
Fuck me.
I mean,
Straight up drop it.
kind of good.
I like there is no. No, there's never like a body that gets dissected
Yeah.
and they figure out their moves. I don't think.
So was that
be-
just
That's kind of
like
disgusting.
It'd be
I don't want to see that.
A much weirder and darker show.
It's like some Ted Bundy Naruto ass shit.
Naruto.
Speaking of
it's
mispronunciations,
infecting
I think we skimmed over this.
No, I said
The
it.
voice actor, the voice actor who plays Zabuza, calls them ninjas,
Oh, yeah.
which is like not a Naruto
Ninja.
word. It's just the word ninja. It's an English voice actor, and he keeps pronouncing it ninja.
it's probably one of those things where you say it too many times and you're like wasps.
There's no
I could
way.
say ninja a lot and still not say
Yeah.
ninja.
There's no way they said this a lot of times. There's no way they said any line
you think
a lot of times.
you think the ninja show they don't say ninja a lot?
I think that they did one take of the audio and wrapped it.
But it's extra weird because Kakashi then says ninja as well, like a couple
That's
lines
what I'm
later.
I'm saying.
He's the
So
coffee
it just
ninja.
it just like rubs off on him in recording. It's
just like
real
the actual
weird.
voice, like he's like, "Am I saying it? Hey,
Yeah.
Am I saying-
Hey, Zabuza, sir.
am I saying ninja wrong?"
Is that a Mist Village accent thing?
But then,
What is
like,
that?
literally the next episode, it's back to ninja, and it's
Straight
never
back, yeah.
never mentioned again.
So, is there anything else we need to detail about this fight?
Well, immediately after, Kakashi just
Passes
passes
the fuck
out, just falls prone.
Yeah.
And then immediately, like that kind of irked me a little bit. Where he was like, I was like, oh shit, there's gonna be like a cool arc where they have to get him through like the fucking forest. Because I immediately called Haku being a bitch and
Being like a traitor.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
were
yeah,
just
yeah,
jealous of how much Katie liked Haku.
No, I knew he was gonna be a traitor. That was the first thing I said. I was like,
Sure.
that guy.
You just want to be as pretty as Haku.
yeah. Oh, I am. Come on. Come on. No, I knew. So, but
That's
I thought.
so soccer.
Imagine setting yourself up to get owned that hard.
Listen, no one's gonna be as pretty as Haku.
Okay.
That's
Yeah,
just
yeah, now
that's
you get
just
it.
that's
Now
how
you-
it
now
is.
you know.
But I thought
he's
where
learned.
they were gonna go was just like a full fucking story of like, you know, Kakashi being like, hey, like you know, imagine like bundled and like injured, like go left, and like trying to get these idiots through the fucking forest while like ninjas are trying to fucking kill
Like
him.
you thought they were gonna have to fetch quest Kakashi
Yeah, to get him
to the,
set like
to
a
the
like a
village or whatever.
Yeah, like a safe place.
Yeah. Instead,
But that's like already
Instead,
what,
they
that's already what the episodes were.
Well, wait,
Just
hold
not
on.
Kakashi.
let's move on to
Yeah, the
episode
stupid
10,
bridge,
I
dude.
guess.
Yeah.
But first, can we get Believe It Counts for episode 8 and 9?
Yeah, of course you can. Both 3.
Both 3. It seems
Okay.
like I would have
Alright.
expected Naruto to say "believe it" a lot more in like serious moments, but it does seem like
No, it's only when he's like hype.
yeah, it's only when he's kind of fucking around.
I will note that one of them in episode 9 was I can't believe it,
Mm.
which I did still count because I'm like
That counts.
it's like Pavlovian.
You just
like,
hear it
yeah, I
and
just
tick
hear it
down.
and I take it down.
Oh, wait for episode 10.
Uh,
There is a
yeah,
moment,
I'm-
but we'll get into it.
I'm glancing at Katie's notes and
Don't
the figures are different.
stop.
So episode 10 starts. They have made it safely to the village. They're in like the bridge builder's house, and Kakashi wakes up. The Sharingan, I guess, takes a toll on him, so he like blacks out,
He gets
wakes up,
sleepy.
and he says right away like, "It's gonna take me about a week to be back in fighting form."
Does that-
And then we kind of cut to Zabuza with Haku. Zabuza wakes up. He is of course not dead, as we've kind of implied. And Haku like did a thing to temporarily stop his heartbeat to make it seem like he was dead. Haku is on his side, and Haku tells Zabuza, "It's going to be about a week before you can fight again." So we've set up the time frame for when this next
we will
clash
meet,
is
we will
going to
meet
be.
again in 1 week.
And then Kakashi says, "Okay, we have a little bit of time. I'm actually going to train you guys to be like better ninja."
I'm actually
while
gonna
I'm
train
fucked
you because this is like
My
school.
job.
This is
Yeah,
what I'm
it's
supposed to
my
be
job.
doing is teaching you how to use your shit.
Kakashi immediately realizes that Zabuza's not dead, too. He kind of pieces
Oh, yeah,
this
he-
together.
yeah.
He's like,
Oh.
those were acupuncture needles.
Yeah,
and
'cause
just,
he-
like, knows.
Because he says like the Anbu always destroy the body on site. Haku took it away,
Yeah.
which
Yeah.
I didn't realize at
So-
the time, but like totally doesn't make sense.
Yeah, big brain Kakashi comes through again and just immediately knows something's up.
We also get introduced to the very lovable and very good character Inari, which we all know and love as the grandson. Inari, the lovable
Oh,
grandson.
I
yeah.
didn't
He
write his
is-
name
yeah,
down.
yeah.
I was like, who
He
the hell?
is literally the
Just-
Liam
So
of the
is
show.
I didn't even
Immediately.
acknowledge his presence.
I did because this happens. Naruto is giving a speech and says, "Believe it!" And then Inari walks in and immediately says, "I don't believe it!" And I wrote that down because that was the perfect moment.
Yeah, that's in the count.
Yeah, that is also me.
I was like, oh, this is just Liam's reaction to these idiots.
Yeah.
But we go forward a little bit, and Naruto's wandering the house, and we see that Inari is just like crying. And he
Crying
just
about
has
his
weird
dead dad.
daddy issues.
Well, his dad's dead, I think.
Yeah.
Killed
So-
by the mob boss.
That's an issue.
Then
That's a daddy issue.
We cut to the mob boss who shows up at Zabuza's like sick bed, and fucking anime Jeff Bezos just starts to shit on Zabuza and is like, "You suck. You didn't kill the bridge builder. Why do I pay you?" And he's with two dudes with swords.
One of them looks really cool.
Are you
One of
talking
them's
about
a
the
cool
clown
looking
boy?
dude.
Yeah.
The clown
Do
boy?
they? No,
Yeah,
he's
there's one
just
that kinda
wearing
looks
like
like a clown.
streetwear or
Well,
some
no,
shit.
I'm probably talking about the one that doesn't look like a clown.
He had like a bandana or some shit. Like he was just like flexing hard.
One
with
of
the
them
fit.
looked cool.
Okay.
Yeah,
there's
he
one.
did look
There's
cool.
one cool boy with a sword and one clowny boy with a sword.
Yeah,
Do
why would I
they
be
do they
talking
come
about
up?
the clown one?
Do
I
they
don't
come
know, he's
up
kind
again?
of a goth clown.
Are they like things ever again?
I
don't know.
Probably not.
They're not.
Probably not.
They're not super important.
So if they're not following up on the cool bounty hunter fucking body snatcher ninjas, they're not coming back to fucking Goon 1 and Goon
I don't know,
2.
man.
This
You
is
never
where
know.
this is where we learn that Haku is super badass. I mean, we already kind of
Yeah.
knew, but like he immediately disarms both of these guys and is
Yeah.
like, "Get the fuck away from Zabuza's sickbed. I will
Kill you.
end your whole shit." And he successfully intimidates these guys away, and Zabuza goes back into recuperation. And then we cut to sort of outside in a forest. Kakashi teaches them about chakra. We've already discussed what that is. And then he
Yeah.
tells them that like the way to train it is to learn how to walk up
this
trees without your hands. So you basically like you Spider-Man your way up the tree.
So basically, he does it on crutches.
He does it on crutches
yeah.
just
He
to
does it on
flex on
crutches, just to flex.
Yeah.
all the boys.
And then tells them that they have to do it, and they're doing the thing like you did in elementary school, where you like jump and you have chalk on your fingers,
I
and you
didn't
see how
do that
high
in elementary
you can
school.
jump on
No,
a wall.
never did
Is
that.
that just me?
No.
You
You did that because you were watching
Yeah, you were
Naruto.
watching
I was watching Naruto.
you were running up and you're like, guys, I'm doing the thing.
I think it was a school sanctioned.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Or maybe it was just
Yeah.
for the Naruto
All right.
kids.
And
Maybe
it
they
was-
just put us in a little zone and told us to jump at the wall.
And it was just like Naruto because you only got like 6 feet up.
Yeah, so Naruto sucks at this exercise. Sakura
Hey,
Sakura
immediately
Sakura,
owns.
for the first dub in this entire show, the
Yeah.
first moment where you're like, oh, Sakura's just not useless, she immediately does it. And we kind of like see Naruto fail. Sasuke
does
kind
pretty
of
well.
he does like what you'd expect Sasuke to do.
He is using too much chakra and he like fucks up the tree,
Yeah.
which makes sense for him.
And
He's,
then
like,
we
can't
hard
rein
cut
his shit in.
to
there's-
Sakura
there's
just
also- there's
on
al-
the tree.
yeah, and there's also the fucking line after that where Kakashi's like, she sucks dick, but at least she knows how to use her powers.
Yeah, he does immediately undercut
Like-
her by being like, both of these guys have way higher potential.
They're way
than she
cooler,
does.
they're way hotter, so much, I love these boys.
So rude. Can't give her a second
Yeah.
where she's just succeeding.
And Kakashi does say that Naruto, he confirms that Naruto has the highest chakra of the entire group, and maybe even higher than Kakashi himself.
powers.
They're unbelievable.
Yeah.
It's a very like anime exposition moment, but
Yeah.
But like cool dad style, so less of like, it's more of like a, yeah. Is
Well,
he?
it's more, check out my cool son.
Yeah, well, is he the only one who can read chakra levels, or like, do you think Zabuza picked up on that?
Is it like a power
No,
level
you
thing?
can-
Yeah.
It's not. I don't think it's a power level thing. It's also not a Kakashi thing. Anyone with like competence in chakra
You
can
just-
kind of tell.
Anyone
somebody has a
who's
lot of
just
chakra.
not a baby?
Anyone who's
fucking
not a
ninja.
baby idiot can
Okay.
like tell how much chakra you have.
Anyone who needs to
Kind
get
of.
through some exposition has that ability
Yeah.
in that time frame.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know that it's like perfect, but
It's like a
not,
vibe check, you know?
Yeah, it's like
you
a vibe
know.
check.
You know, you can feel chakras. I
You
can
know.
feel your chakra.
It just
It's pretty
chaotic.
bad.
It's
the
up.
It's
chakra of
bad.
the bitch,
It's just
yeah.
shitty chakra,
dare you.
dude.
Listen, I could fight all three of you.
Bro, I will fireball jutsu you. Out
This
the window.
podcast is going in a weird direction where it's just a live fight between Liam and the three of us, just Zabuza style.
Yeah.
This was actually a relatively successful run for Naruto. I mean, he gets owned in episode 8 like really bad.
Oh, but the comeback. The
He ends up
comeback,
with a
dude.
comeback. He is revealed to have like a ton of chakra, And Kakashi says, like, he's grown the most out of all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
And then immediately regrets that because he's like, yeah, I am. He's like, shut your fucking mouth.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
it's-
that's
I mean-
Liam after he ever compliments Naruto.
Yeah, just like I'm about to right now. When he comes up to Sakura and is like, hey, how do I become the better
Yeah, he
Sakura?
asks her for advice.
And she's like, dude, I don't fucking know. I'm also exhausted on the ground. Like, I'm dog shit.
Well, it's just a nice character moment because
Yeah,
you
it's like-
think that
it's like-
Naruto's going to be stubborn forever, but he's showing some growth
That's
here.
He does
part
say-
of his growth.
He does say, help me, and please don't tell Sasuke.
And again, he's like 10 feet away, so he does hear. And he's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Please don't tell my lover. I'd be so embarrassed. I want to surprise him. There is a point in the earlier episode where Sakura, doing exposition, says they hate each other, but they have perfect teamwork.
Oh,
Yeah, I have that note. She says
yeah.
their teamwork is flawless.
And
And,
she's-
it's like, okay, well, you're part of the team, bro.
Yeah.
you're number 3
Yeah.
of the 3-man
Your
team.
teamwork should also be flawless.
Yeah, you should get in there, Sakura.
You should, like, step up one time.
This is
I'm-
just a Sakura hate cast.
No.
Yeah.
How dare you?
I
I
mean,
love Sakura.
we
I want her
watched-
to succeed.
Yeah, when we watched all of them, to the last 3 or whatever, we watched them and we're like, I hope this isn't just us being disappointed with Sakura every day.
We literally, this is like spoilers for behind the scenes, but we literally cheered as Sakura fucking walked up the tree.
Yeah, because if you go 9 episodes
Without doing anything.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
want to
yeah.
like her.
it's hype when you walk up a
Yes.
tree.
I do really want to
She
like
also
Sakura.
hasn't done her weird internal monologue thing in a couple episodes.
She did it in this
Did she
one.
do it?
She did it in this one.
I hope to God it's
'cause-
gone.
Oh, no.
Yeah, cool. Because there was like a thing where they were talking about fucking, Zabuza being alive, and she's like, "What the fuck?" You're like angry, like it can't be. Those idiots, let him go. Like, bro.
How
My team. team let
how
him
does this
go.
episode end?
It just ends with them training, I think.
Okay. It's not revealed whether they actually complete it or not, huh? That's like the
No.
cutoff of the episode.
That's the cut. They are in
Yeah.
progress as the
Okay.
episode ends. So
High stakes.
that's
High stakes for
that's
next
about
time.
the end of these 3 episodes. So I'm just gonna do a vibe check on you guys. How are you feeling about Naruto? 10 episodes deep.
I feel like he has great chakra.
The show as well as the character. I should have specified
I
that.
feel like Naruto the show has the highest chakra I've ever seen.
I agree.
That's okay. Again, there's some things I'm gonna find that are just gonna be just fucking pain. And some of them aren't even like a Naruto. Jesus, it's I'm thinking about it too much now. A Naruto show thing. It's just an anime
That
thing.
wasn't even right.
No, it wasn't. But I feel like there's so many things I'm gonna have beef with, and I'm just gonna have to get through. And
You're forcing yourself to have beef.
I'm not.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're forcing yourself to be.
You are.
You want to.
You
I
just
see
gotta
you.
let yourself
I
free.
see you
bro.
when you watch it.
You just gotta let
Just a
yourself
little
free.
smile.
Gotta let those chakras free, baby.
Listen, the
Yeah,
chakras
loosen
stay
up.
locked up.
No,
dude.
loosen them up. Open them up.
No, I
Let
feel
those chakras flow.
I will have some beefs with some shit. There's some stuff I will, even with new animes, I'm like, that's fucking stupid. Why?
Wait, what do you hate about
Naruto-
Naruto right now? What are
Yeah.
you getting at?
Well, just the choices the fucking characters make, instead of doing anything for the first fucking, 20 minutes of the first, episode 8, they're all just kind of standing around waiting for something to happen.
You're just mad at storytelling techniques.
Just mad at anime.
just
talent.
You're just
Angry.
angry at them playing with time for the sake of narrative, which is I would say
Listen.
expands well past Naruto as a show.
I'm saying
You're
anime
now
issue.
saying, how dare they
Storytelling.
construct a story?
Listen,
They had to keep Kakashi in that bubble, man,
well, that's fair.
for a long time. Or
You
else I wouldn't
wanted
be worried.
fucking
But why would you
Naruto to just pull out the gat and just shoot Zabuza and problem solved, baby.
Other way around.
I don't
why
understand
would you,
why they don't use guns.
Why
they
would
have
you?
the technology. We saw the radios.
Why would you summon a double of yourself and not have him attack? You know what I mean? That's a whole.
It's just such a dumb issue to take with this show in particular, and not media overall.
Listen,
You're the type, I haven't seen this movie, but you are the type that's I don't get why Thanos doesn't show up and punch them right away.
no.
Why did they get to talk?
Listen?
Like-
Listen. It's usually in those sort of, like, again, this is early 2000s shit, right? Like, this is not, like, we're not the pinnacle of things, you know.
But like storytelling didn't start in 2002.
True, but
no, clearly it started after.
well, the thing is, like, you can see in other shows and other like shit where, like, characters will, if there's a big bad, they'll at least try to hide. You know, when like, even 3 episodes before this, when they're trying to fight like Kakashi, they're hiding and having internal monologues and getting through the exposition. Here, they're just fucking talking in front of the assassin the whole time.
That's just how anime be.
Yeah, this is a stupid issue.
like-
We're moving on from Liam's opinion.
God.
Dom,
What did you think about Naruto?
Okay, so I thought that these episodes were the strongest batch of episodes, like, by a fucking mile. Like, these ruled. I wasn't super sold on the first couple because, like, they were kind of hit or miss for me. But yeah, these ones are really good. Really like the fight. Really like the decent IQ play with Naruto and Sasuke.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to see where it goes.
We're starting to kind of get into it now.
Yeah,
I think that
for sure.
we're entering sort of the meat of this show. This is much more the vibe that I kind of remember as a kid.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm looking forward to where this is going. So what segments do we have to wrap up now? We got Liam's hate list, but I don't want to go back to him right away. He's still in the timeout corner. So let's do the boys first. Katie, you got a boy tier for us? I'm Tier.
Right,
Haku, I'm sure, has a fair share of boy tiers.
I was gonna say Sasuke has.
Sasuke has.
Boy
Yeah.
They all have boy
There's
tiers.
so many good boys in
Let's
Naruto.
be real.
So boy tiers. I think it's the same as last time, but Haku at the top.
So
Haku
Shikamaru
dethrones Kakashi.
Oh,
knocked off.
yeah.
and-
No, Shikamaru's still on. I'm just expanding
Oh, you're
it
just
by one
expanding
slot.
the list.
I only had a top 4.
No, wasn't. And first of all, Shikamaru was above.
Naruto?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Was it?
Naruto was at the bottom.
Ugh, I don't know.
Naruto was at the
Ah,
bottom
who
of the
cares?
list.
Who's better, Shikamaru or Naruto?
Naruto. Come on. Don't be an idiot.
Naruto, come on, it's Naruto.
Yeah,
Don't
so
fucking choose stupid things.
it's got to be
Not even
Naruto because I
fucking
don't
yeah.
Naruto. Fuck, we're all doing it. It's got to be Naruto
It's the same thing as Ninja.
because I don't
Because
I don't
Shikamaru's
know
had 3
Shikamaru
lines.
yet. Yeah.
Yeah. We don't know who he is behind the
I don't know.
ponytail. We
I don't
just know
know.
the ponytail.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Liam, air your grievances. Who are the worst ones?
Listen, again, I said last time I'd take Sakura off the list because she's gonna be bad, right? Like, and
Yeah,
we know
it's borderline not her
Not
fault.
even worth mentioning.
not even her fault.
She's a non-factor in the story so far.
Listen, I'm trying to protect myself from the hate I'm about to get.
Oh boy.
Oh, no.
But I will say Haku's made his way on the list.
Why?
Why?
Just because.
How?
Every episode,
Oh, Jesus.
Liam comes in with some bullshit.
Why? There's no reason.
He's just so
You
weird.
are jealous
You
because your girlfriend
contrarian
prefers
bitch.
Haku to you.
No, listen. I just think he's so like it's a weird. I don't know. Like it's. I just don't like.
You wanted him to be a girl, we get it.
This is a very articulate defense of your opinion, by the way.
I've been cut off 6
feel like-
times in 3
I
seconds.
feel like in any other media you would like Haku. Like Haku would be a character that you would dig.
I don't
Haku
know.
in Game of Thrones, Liam is fully erect.
What is a problem with Haku?
A problem with Haku is like. Just tonally, I don't know if he matches like Zabuza, but maybe that's the whole bit, right? And like, just as a thing, I've met him for 4 seconds, right? I don't like him immediately. I didn't like, Choji because he was like the weird, weird kid.
I thought you said you did like Choji.
No, you cut me off then too.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But
Joji, the eating guy?
yeah,
Oh.
on teammate,
Yeah,
he's like the weakest
yeah,
part of that, and I just
Oh,
thought
yeah, by
the reason
far.
why I hated him is because he made my teammate the worst, like kind of less than what they should be, which is S tier. He makes them only A.
Sure.
But he fell off the list because he's not really relevant. I don't know how, how relevant Haku's going to be. So I'm not sticking him. Like I'm not going to put him at number 1. Obviously, I think he falls somewhere in like around 5. I think Zabuza is kind of like on 4 for me.
You hate Zabuza now? You love Zabuza!
Listen,
It's
I'm so good.
And then the 3 main characters?
well, okay, listen. Let's talk about Zabuza. Bad aesthetic.
So this is
Bad use of the word ninja. Okay, you can't be one of my favorite boys and say ninja like you're fucking.
So
you've never-
everyone's on the list except Kakashi and the girl you're horny for.
no, and teammate,
Yeah, the girl you're horny for.
the ponytail boy.
And Shikamaru.
And the girl you're horny
Yes.
for.
He is intentionally ignoring this because he doesn't want to admit that he is just
You
horny
like-
for Ino.
You like Kakashi and your waifu in this
Too
whole
late.
show.
Too late. We already have you on tape. Saying she's your waifu.
She's my waifu too.
Listen, I guess number one's still Naruto. It's got to be him,
Yeah.
obviously.
Mm-hmm.
You got to believe that. Number two, it's got to be like again, basically, it's just shifted down, right?
Sure.
Everything's shifted up. One, because Sakura, she's just too easy to hate.
Yeah.
So Naruto number one, Sasuke number two. But here's the thing. This hate
I'm
list.
pulling these lists because they're insane.
These hate lists may not exist forever. You know what I mean?
There might come a day. There will always be characters that you hate in this show.
Okay. Will I ever not get dunked on it for them?
Maybe.
We'll see.
Who knows?
Who's to say?
This was a bad one. I'll tell you that.
Well, listen, I just don't like. It's
pretty bad.
I don't like. But I think the reason why I don't like Haku the most at this current moment here, like the reason why he's made the list, is because they teased me with the cool bounty hunter / ex bounty hunter, like that whole thing. I was really fucking revved up for it.
The Anbu.
Yeah, I was stoked for that whole thing.
Well, they have a name for a reason.
Well, listen,
You don't even know if it's not a thing.
Yeah.
We don't know.
I just asked and he said no. So
No. I didn't. I said that there is never a point where the dissection of bodies becomes relevant.
okay.
I did not say that the Anbu as a concept do not come back.
Okay, well then I'm coming back.
I might have misspoke.
Okay.
But it's just one of those. Like I'm more excited about the idea of the Anbu than like Haku.
Sure. Okay.
So,
All right.
and thanks for allowing me to get through that.
Fight your way through. I mean, when you come in with takes like that, you have to expect.
Well, that's what I said.
some
Crazy.
resistance.
I did
Crazy takes.
I did. I think eventually I will like once Sasuke and like Naruto become boys. I think that's when I like them.
Yeah.
I think that's when they get off the list.
You just don't like their little.
You don't like their rapping.
Again, it's because it's
played up a little much.
It's cliche now, but
Yeah.
Sure.
back then probably wasn't, or maybe it was. I don't know.
I think
was.
still
It
was. I think it still
definitely
was.
So again, it's one of those things where I'm like, this is dumb.
Mm-hmm.
I know you're gonna be boys. In the fucking intro, you show a fist bump. You don't fist bump a
Yeah.
guy who's not your boy.
Oh, and he helps them up
Yeah.
too. Like they're gonna be boys.
They got to go through the journey, it makes it all the sweeter. Okay, we're almost at time for this episode, but I would like to get just any predictions that you guys might have real quick. What do you think is going to happen in the next bit of this show? And beyond, if you're really feeling like you want to call a shot.
Well, I think we're gonna get the finish of the training montage where maybe our boys will learn to harness their chakras a little bit, maybe learn some new moves. We don't know, and then it's gonna be the rematch with Zabuza. I suppose. Huh?
I hope that one of them can't walk up that tree.
Forever.
Never can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's Sasuke. I hope it's Sasuke.
No, it's gonna be
If that
Sakura.
happens.
It'll just
She just-
somehow
she just does
she
that.
She can never do it
She
again.
loses the ability to do that again.
Inexplicably, she just
Yeah.
regresses.
I think Naruto kills Zabuza.
Ooh.
Okay.
I think that's. I mean, he's the protagonist. That's the vibe.
Yeah.
Liam,
That'd be pretty sick.
hate your character hate list, but I do greatly respect your confidence in just calling shots on this show.
Yeah,
You have some opinions.
I've
and
watched an anime or
Yeah.
or two. So
Naruto killing Zabuza. Put it on the list, boys. Let's see if it pans out. See if he wins big. All right, that's about it. Should we count down, group believe it, and end this episode and see everybody next week?
For sure. Thanks for tuning in, guys, and we'll be back.
Imagine people tuning into this.
Just
They
before
will.
we
believe it.
before we group believe it, I would like to point out that there have been 6 believe it's in episode 10, which brings us to a total of 39 in the series.
39 Believe It's, episode 10.
Average about 4 per episode.
About 4 per
Not bad.
episode.
Not bad, not
Wow.
bad. All right.
ready? We're counting down. Jesus.
Count down.
Man, this
3, 2, 1.
Believe it.
We are gonna have to learn how to do that more.
I was just going. Ready? Believe it.
Should we do another
No, we have to do it. 'cause
We have
We've
to.
done it twice now, so it's.
And it's also the name of.
of
Should we stop
podcast?
recording?
It's
no,
like grinding.
absolutely not.
This is
I'm
the,
gonna-
just the volume goes down.